Hello and welcome back to Kazumi Chan Productions. I'm Chris, and this is part 2 of my script lessons on how to do scripting. Not actually scripting for MOHO 12, but laying down ideas and stuff for cartoon ideas. The last time I created this short list of things that we can do. So let's work on scene 1, which I already kind of completed so far. Let's add in some more detail to this project file. I might have started animating this too, so let's move this aside. Let's take out scene 1 for right now. Close this. So let's continue work on this project file, which is pretty awesome. I had drawn out this background using MOHO 12 Pro. But if you like anything that I do on this channel, just let me know. I can start making tutorials. So let's adjust that real fast. So the first thing that we're gonna have to do is go over a list of things that we want in scene 1. So far I have room, table, and then we zoom on table. Let's see. Scene objects, object list, and it's very important to also to list out everything that you're going to need in the scene too. We don't need that yet. So it's going to be during the daytime, so let's write out the script. Let's write out the story for this script. So what I'm gonna do is go back and forth between this project file. Call this script 1. This can be as long as you want it to be, or as short as you can. So the first idea that I had was a character that eats a cookie. So let's do that, write it down. So let's pretend that we're the director. A girl is sitting at a table. Okay, we got that part out. But we just need the character. in our scene. She then looks hungry. Who misspelled hungry? And looks at a huge cookie on the table. She then, let's back up here. The girl quickly grabs the cookie and takes a bite of it. She then notices that she is thirsty. Not thirsty. Get your mind out of the gutter, guys and girls. For some milk. She looks at the glass and she realizes that it's empty. Yeah. This joke that I had going on right now with this script is based on Got Milk, like commercials from the early 90s, if you ever saw it. But it's not advertising any type of milk, it's just a joke. So, I need to spell that correctly, so, empty. Okay. Okay, then what we can do is just break this down to the MOHO 12 format of this story. So, since we already have the background of scene 1, we don't need anything else in the scene, so I'm gonna save this document, close this, create a new document. Let's go into cookie. There's already stuff in it. Oh well. It's whatever. Let's go into new folder. Call this character design. The reason I'm doing this is because first I want to work with the scripts that I have. These two, the outline and the script one. So first off, we need to create a new document called this cookie. Cookie girl. There we go. That's sensible. And then we can nickname this Cookie Girl also. Let's put in a V1 just so that we can see this. So first off, let's start kind of breaking down the script. So I'm gonna bring up the character outline or the script one. So first off, we need to make this girl. Let's see. First, we are gonna add some notes. Notes for design. This way, we can easily design our character around the script instead of randomly going, okay, let's have a character so that we'll bump into problems like if we need the shot later on. So the first thing that we're gonna do is type in girl because that's what the character is. So number 2 is that she needs the capability of let's see here, sitting. So we'll have this character sit all the time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a walk cycle for this character. And we need to be able to have this character eat and move the cookie. Put the asterisk there. And the fourth thing that we need is probably expressions. For this character, we can happy. This is a good way to brainstorm ideas for your character in this cartoon project that we're creating. Happy, then surprised. Yeah, surprised. Okay, happy and surprised we can work with too. I want this character to be awfully simple for this cartoon project. Now we can go over the script one. Well, see, I already went over the looking. So I probably need this character to have eyeballs. Let's go ahead and create that character now. So I'm going to be silent for a bit while I demonstrate or draw out the proportions for this character. So in on my channel, I have multiple tutorials on how to do character design or how to rig up a character and draw out the character. But it's pretty much the same thing. Scroll fast. I can very quickly do this character without talking instead of instead of just instead of explaining every possible thing. I'm gonna just remain quiet. So. There we go. And occasionally I will say something. Oh. So now we can focus on her eyes now. There we go. That looks cartoony enough for this girl. Yeah. If you've been watching my stuff for years, you would know that I do something like this most of the time with my characters. I just like to very simply design my characters to be simple. That's only because it's easier to just to animate this type of rig versus just trying to design a highly detailed character. That's gonna probably be about 30 seconds of animation. Let's try to design this thing better. It's up to you. Let's actually duplicate this. Sorry if I'm not saying anything, but this is how I design the characters. Let's actually adjust these points. Okay. Let's give her a little nose. Let's make it a little bit different color. So that we can be able to tell what is what. Okay. Now for the mouth, I'm gonna yeah, I can do the mouth in a simple way. So it's almost as big as her face. I just need to split the curve. This is probably going to be my simpler mouth shapes. There's a mess too, dorky looking, but oh well. Let's go for some lips. Come on. Do I want to give her teeth? No. I don't want to. I just want this character to have a range of emotion. So let's also darken this inside of this mouth. Also adjust these lips. This can be pink. So to zoom out, let's give her body. Of course, this is going to be a awfully simple character. let's go over notes again. So this character is always gonna sit on the chair. So we don't need any other action other than any other action besides this one. I'm just splitting the curb. I'm just morphing the point so that way we can have this design. Just give her more of a it's more of like an exaggeration. Don't worry, she's not gonna remain this color. Oh man. So let's give her a yellow shirt. Now we can have the butt. She almost looks like a bumblebee. That's a good idea. To have this color to resemble a bumblebee. Because she is going to eat the cookie. Like if she sees a flower, she's enjoying it. So since this character is gonna be sitting, gonna draw some thighs. You don't have to worry about any you don't have to worry about any type of heavy movement in the legs. So let's copy that. So almost all females have this leg shape. I'm going to say it's like a chicken leg almost. So let's give her some beef now. The reason why I'm not separating this into different layers is because I don't want to, I just want to make it very, very simple. Because it's gonna not be on screen very, very long. It's gonna probably be on the screen for about a minute or so. Sorry. Skipper. Yeah. More cute proportions. There we go. Now let's also darken the shoe so that we can tell what it is. We can also zoom in on this where the fold of the thigh meets the leg to correct this. So that if we look at it, it will blend into the leg. Oh, that reminds me. I got to adjust the torso now to match the perspective of the so let's also adjust the neck too. Always think to what can my character do for me in this scene. With this said, I'm gonna either have some more bones connected to this so that I can control it in a later video. But for right now, let's concentrate on shaping this leg. That's almost perfect except for the I don't like how it's blended up. Okay. So since we have this leg, we can copy it. Leg behind. There we go. It goes behind the butt. Just to make it in perspective. There we go. There's a word. probably gonna be changing this color too, to something more darker, so that we know what it is. We don't have to worry about the shoe. That looks pretty good, except for this one. It's also to adjust the shirt so that it conforms around this butt. But you can do whatever you want. I know this one animator on YouTube that always does the same thing. And he or she always appears at random too. So let's adjust this front leg. I rolled down like the seam around this leg. Neat. That made it worse, kind of. So I'm gonna see if I can just rig this thing down just like that. Okay, that's perfect. Now we can add in simple arms. Now for the arms, it's gonna be a little bit different because I think this cookie girl has to grab the cookie and move the cookie. So I can leave one arm not moving and the first arm to be holding the cookie. So let's do that. I need to. This is getting too long. Let me very quickly do the arms. I do not want to go with this, not go with this, but go for this long of an animation. That's also to adjust this proportion. So this is going to be the upper arm. Trying to aim for this line. There we go. I'll probably, yeah, I can do that. Instead of just using bones, I will just, no, the bones are good. The bones are good. Duplicate this. So this arm is going to be more complicated because I'm going to have to be bending the arm shape so as to add in a point. If you've seen my tutorial on how to do elbow joints, this is how I'm gonna do that. No, I need the circle for the hand. The hand will be like a symbol shape, I'm thinking, because I don't want much of a thing, much of a movement to this wrist. It looks horrible, but I can always adjust that right now. Hiding the edges, hiding the edges. I don't have to be exact with this arm. Let's call this lower arm. Upper arm. So hiding the edge, hiding the edge. It's kind of perfect. It's also to make sure that this arm is kind of tapering. So now that's perfect. So let's also to make the joint. I just have to make it as big as this upper arm. So just to remove this. So. Oh, how did that appear? Oh well. such to adjust this. If you ever seen my last video a couple months ago, this is what I used to make the perfect joint. Such to hide that edge. Okay. That's perfect. Let's hide the edges. That's excellent. So let's copy these two layers. I don't know why it does that. So annoying. So let's put this behind this arm. So this is not going to be moving. So I can just same thing with this. We're gonna just be putting it behind this layer. Let's also to adjust this artwork. This is what you have to do to design your character too for a script. And so also to this other arm is not going to move in the final animation. Okay, there we go. We have a character designed. Now for this script. Sorry it's so long. I have a long video. Okay guys. In part 3 I'm gonna start rigging this character up. And then possibly there's gonna be a part 4 of it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. And if you have any suggestions at all, just comment down below. And I will be happy to make your video for you and shout you out. I do have a PayPal account if you want to donate. You don't have to. That's there if you want to donate to this channel. 100% of this donations will go back right into this video, like paying for my bills, my rent, stuff like that. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'll probably be on tomorrow maybe. Anyway, see you later. Bye.